Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadosh. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders of great millstone that rule well, and shalom to your brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered. All right, so I just got a quick hit. I was driving up and I was thinking about some of the events that had taken place today. And I'm going to start off with Mark 13 and 29. It says, "So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors." All right, what's nigh? What's at the doors? You know, the destruction, the deliverance, the kingdom of heaven coming back and being delivered unto the righteous men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's what's at the door. All right. And now that we see these things unfolding and all these prophecies that are all linked together, you know, we rejoice the more because why? We see it, man, and we understand it. All right. So let's go here. Mark 13 and 8. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom." Nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. So what I did was I just looked up the amount of countries that are nearing war. And it says AI overview. Many countries are experiencing conflict, including Ethiopia, Sudan, and Sahel. Other countries are involved in ongoing armed conflicts, such as Israel and Palestine. It says countries experiencing conflict. Ethiopia, fighting in the Tigray region, has killed hundreds of thousands of people. Sudan, violence from Sudan may spread to neighboring countries. Sahel, militants in the Sahel militants in the Sahel continue to spread south towards the coastal states. Haiti, gang violence has driven tens of thousands from their homes. All right. Armenia and Azerbaijan's Nagorno-Karabakh operation appears to bring to a close a decade-long conflict. Salaki on that. Them names are a little tongue-tying. All right. And it says countries involved in armed conflicts. Israel and Palestine. The Israeli and Palestine conflict includes Gaza-Israel conflict and Israel's Hamas war. Israel and Lebanon. The Israeli-Lebanese conflict includes Hezbollah-Israel conflict and the Israel-Hezbollah war. Iran and Israel. The Iran-Israel proxy conflict may lead to a conflict in 2024. And all these things are taking place right now. United States and other countries. The U.S. is involved in Israel-Hamas war, Yemen civil war, Somalia civil war, and Syrian civil war. All right, and that's just to name a few at this point in time. All right, so clearly, when the scripture says, "For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom," we see these things, man, and they're happening all over the world. Though you don't hear about it too often because these news outlets and media sources aren't going to publicize it readily at your disposal. They don't want you to know these things, especially here in America, man. They want to keep you in total darkness. All right. Continuing on, it says, "And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places." So going from there, now this brings out the point for myself. Now, there was a magnitude of 3.8 earthquake here in the Boston region and north of Boston. All right. Now, you rarely see earthquakes in this part of the country, northeastern part of the country. So these things are happening, man. Things are going down. The Lord is starting to visit the world in which He made. All right. All kinds of people felt this earthquake, even though it was a 3.8 on the Richter scale. It still was felt, man, for great distances. All right. So, and not to mention other regions let me hold up. Earthquakes. Let me go here. In other countries. It says earthquakes occur in many countries around the world, including the United States, Greece, Chile, Japan, Indonesia, and India. And there's been an uptick in earthquakes as well. All right? And it gives you some minor stats here. Japan, Chile, Greece, United States, and so on and so forth. All right? But again, the scriptures are being fulfilled. All right? Earthquakes in diverse places. Lastly, and it says, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. All right? Famines and troubles. Here we have an article from Friends Community on National Legislation. It says top 10 hungriest states in U.S. This was September 17, 2024. And it's only getting worse from this point. All right? It says 10 hungriest states in U.S. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, 13.5% of American households experienced hunger in 2023, up from 12.8% in 2022. These states have the highest percentage of American households who experience hunger. Arkansas, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kentucky, South Carolina, West Virginia, Wyoming, and Michigan. All right? So these are all the states. And again, keep in mind now, these stats are about a year old. So how much more have they expanded? So as the scripture says, all these things that we're seeing are the beginning of sorrows. You know? And with this new administration in there, you know, they have put the fear on people mentally. That mental fear that people have now, everybody's worried. Everybody's shook up. But you know who's standing firm? The men of the Lord. You know why? Because the scripture says wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. With this wisdom and knowledge, we're going to be stable as everything else becomes undone or unsown, if you will. All right? So keep that in mind, man. We are driven through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And no matter what comes down the pipe, we fully trust in the Lord to cover us on every aspect of what's about to go down out here. All right? So that was just a quick hit I wanted to get out. Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all brothers. Another one, I'm going to say shalom for now.